Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm filming this on Thanksgiving. I'm not sure if it's going up today or tomorrow, but welcome in. My name is Audrey. I am a psychic medium and I like to talk about crime cases from my perspective of being psychic. So I appreciate you clicking on this video today. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit because I literally just finished filming a video on Hannah Kobayashi, the woman missing from Maui. So I wanted to talk more about Sheriff Mickey Stine out of Whitesburg, Kentucky. He is the man who allegedly went into judges' chambers and murdered the judge, the one judge in the town, just one judge. It's a very, very small town of, I think, 1,600 people. And I think it's no more than 2,000. It's very small. So everybody knows everything. And we know on this case, this happened in late September. It's on video. And the sheriff pled not guilty. The charge is first-degree murder. He pled not guilty. Well, what does that mean? We saw him do it. There's video of him doing it. So how could he plead not guilty? Well, I believe he's pleading not guilty to first-degree murder. So I think he's trying to get a lower charge of possibly manslaughter, which there's a difference. It's a difference, and there's a lot of reasons why it's a different charge. It's a lesser charge. And I said from the very, very beginning of this case, I don't like to talk bad about someone who's dead and who cannot defend themselves. What I said was, looking at the man who was killed, I didn't like his energy. I still don't like his energy. And that's just me being a psychic, connecting with someone's energy. If you go back, I said this as soon as it happened. I just don't care for this man's energy. I don't trust the energy. I feel shady. I feel deceit. I feel a lot of negative energy when I look at this man's photo. And I think I even said this last time. It feels like, no offense to the Catholics, but it feels like a Catholic priest's energy. Whatever that means, that's what comes to my mind. Okay? I have to be honest here. So, we know the judge and the sheriff had lunch together. They went back to the courthouse. They went back to the courthouse. Both men work in the same building, I understand. The judge's chambers, the courthouse, the sheriff's office was all there together, and they've known each other for a while. And we know there was a litigation case coming against the sheriff because he didn't train a sheriff deputy properly, and that deputy ended up having inappropriate sex in the judge's chambers with a woman who was on, I don't know about parole, but she's on house arrest, and she had a ankle bracelet on her ankle and wasn't able to make the monthly payments, and she was going to get in trouble and end up in jail. So this sheriff deputy said, hey, come over here. We'll work it out, if you know what I'm saying. And that working it out happened in Judge Mullen's chamber, in his office. So we know all the drama going on with that. Then we have the drama of the sheriff. You can see him on video, and he's calling his daughter, or he uses the judge's phone to call the daughter, but the number was already in there, or the judge picks up the phone and knows the daughter's number by heart, the sheriff's daughter. This is what we're talking about, the sheriff's family. The sheriff, all we have heard so far is the sheriff said his wife and daughter are in trouble, and it has to do with Judge Mullins. Okay, that's weird. Can we get more information? Well, we don't have any information as of yet. What we were told recently is that, this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's all going to come out. It's all going to come out, and absolutely the charge will go to manslaughter, or if the jury finds the sheriff not guilty of the first-degree murder, it wasn't first-degree murder, they have to say not guilty. And then he's going to get out of jail or whatever. So there's words that the sheriff's the bad guy. No, it's not the sheriff. The judge was the bad guy. No. So there's just all this up and down confusion. My head feels so aggravated. I just feel like there's no justice. There's no clear view of what's actually happened. Well, people do know what happened, and it's a matter of time before we find out what happened. But I will tell you from my perspective, again, as a psychic medium, I don't care for the judge's energy. He's gone. I'm sorry he was murdered. I'm sorry he was murdered. No one should be murdered, even if they're awful people. They should not be murdered. It's not our job to murder people unless it's self-defense, right? Unless it's a dangerous self-defense kind of situation. Sometimes that's going to happen, and it happens. Was it the sheriff's right to do what he did? I don't think anyone was in immediate danger. And as I've said, it's not our job to take the law into our own hands. It's never going to be a good outcome if we take the law into our own hands. This is not one of those situations his family was in any danger. I'm not sure what kind of danger he's talking about, but, they weren't in immediate danger. It's a different case if someone's pointing a weapon at you and you have opportunity to save and protect yourself and other people. That's a different scenario. That's completely different. It's a home invasion. It's not the same kind of situation. I'm not saying I wouldn't have done anything the sheriff did or didn't do or whatever. I don't know, because I don't know the situation. But I think I have to side with the sheriff. That's just my feeling, that there is something really, really bad that was going on, and he felt that heat of passion, kind of mental instability of feeling as the man, the head of household, the sheriff of the town, that he did what he thought he had to do in the moment. I do think it was an in the moment thing. He always had his gun on him. He was the sheriff of the town. I don't know if he was, quote, on duty or not, but that's irrelevant, because I don't think he would have left his weapon at the courthouse locked up. I think he probably is one of those people that wore it everywhere he went. I mean, as a Californian, we don't understand that, a lot of people. But when I was in New England, I spent like a year there, people wore their weapon clearly on their belt buckle. Mm-hmm. They clearly have a weapon. It's right there. As a Californian, yeah, that's really weird. I think we took pictures. My husband and I were like, oh my God, can you believe this? People carry it on them. You can see it. It's not even concealed. It's a very strange thing to us. So I just want to let you know, I'm going to continue to follow this case. I think this is going to be a really, really interesting case. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the year, in January of this year, I said 2024 is going to be a year like we've never seen before. And I think I've been correct. I think We've seen some things we have never seen before in the courtroom, dealing with criminals and dealing with police and dealing with everything. We've reached new heights of ridiculousness in the crime world. And you know, when I look at the sheriff, I see in his eyes, I see the sorrow in him. He didn't want to have to do what he did, but he felt like he had to do it. I also see fear, not fear for himself, but fear that his family is still in danger. Whatever that means, but that's what I see in the man's face. But also, remember what I say, when a human takes another human's life, it messes you up, okay? It just does, even in a justifiable situation, in a life-saving emergency situation. If taking someone's life changes you, there's no way around it, because we're not here to do that on this earth. That's not why we are sent here, to do these things. So when it happens, even in the most justifiable circumstances, it's not a good feeling. It doesn't feel good. He's changed forever. So stick with me, stick with this channel. Head over to my other channel, you guys, to subscribe to that channel, because these criminal cases are very interesting, and we need to be in the know about some of the things going on in our world so we can be in the know, protect ourselves, and just know what's happening. But we need a balance. We also need to go on the complete other side of the spectrum and relax and be grateful and be thankful and be creative. And we have to have a balance. We can't be 100% in this criminal zone all the time. That is not healthy for us, not for you, not for me, not for anyone. So head over to the other channel, doing inspirational things over there. We're doing crafting. Crafting is a really healing, soothing thing to have in your life, as well as cooking, baking, taking drives, chit-chatting, thrifting, doing all kinds of fun things. So go to the other channel. I'll put the link here. It's at Audrey Christine 58. So if you type that in the YouTube, you'll find the other channel. It's just called Audrey Christine. So head over there. Guys, we got to relax too, and keeping it real. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, and I'll see you real soon in the next video.